10 years ago this month, Australian energy giant Santos began pumping liquefied natural gas from Curtis Island off Gladstone, one of three multinational consortiums who invested a combined $60 billion to help turn Australia into one of the world's biggest energy exporters.
If business has a vision, government is prepared to sit down and listen to that vision.
By last year, gas shipped from Curtis Island to customers in Asia and elsewhere accounted for 75% of total East Coast demand, stoking claims the LNG terminals are sucking the domestic market dry, leaving Australian households and businesses short of a commodity the country produces in abundance. For most of the past decade, Gladstone's LNG exporters have been embroiled in a rolling fight with successive governments over how much of their production should be reserved for the country. Just weeks after this year's federal election, Resources Minister Madeleine King put the industry on notice that government is fed up with business as usual.
My message today is a well-supplied domestic gas market at a reasonable price is fundamental to the social licence of this industry to operate.
A government review is now underway, due to report by the end of the year, on how to ensure enough gas gets to domestic customers at an affordable, transparent price.
There's a lot more gas in the market now from Australia that's being exported around the world than ever before, and all we've done is see the price go up. We haven't seen the price go down. So we need intervention, we need a reservation.
Work on LNG export facilities began under the Rudd and Gillard governments, spruiked as a way to help decarbonise Asian neighbours and move them off coal. Since then, the Australian Workers' Union has been urging governments from both sides to force gas exporters to set aside a portion of what they produce to satisfy local consumers. And for the first time, in a submission to the government's gas inquiry, the industry's lobby group has agreed.
A prospective domestic gas reservation that's linked to new supply can be part of the solution.
It's prepared to back a reservation scheme if the government also removes regulatory and environmental barriers to getting more gas out of the ground.
The Australian Energy Market Operator is projecting shortfalls in Victoria, primarily in the southern states, from 2029. We think there is gas there that can be brought onto the market sooner to address those shortfalls.
Industry is adamant that a reservation should only apply to future gas projects to protect existing customers and their contracts.
What we haven't supported is retrospective damaging interventions in the market. We have seen a lot of that in recent years, and we know that it's actually made the supply situation worse.
I think it's good to see that gas producers are recognising that there's a need for an intervention. The situation is really unsustainable.
The gas lobby's capitulation on a reservation is the latest chapter in a sorry tale of political failure, knee-jerk policy and an often divided industry. In 2017, 2 years after Curtis Island began producing LNG, Malcolm Turnbull shook the Liberal Party's free market purists by introducing a mechanism to intervene in export contracts. The threat has never eventuated, but has resulted in producers supplying gas to avoid shortfalls.
Killing at least 11 people, disrupting power supplies.
Then, in 2022, the war in Ukraine sent energy prices through the roof. Under pressure from outraged businesses and households, Labor slapped the industry with more rules, including a price cap of $12 a gigajoule. This year, Peter Dutton broke the final taboo on industry intervention in his budget reply.
Tonight I announce our National Gas Plan. We will immediately introduce an East Coast gas reservation.
Which critically would have hit existing contracts to foreign customers. Peter Dutton's retrospective call outraged gas investors, but more importantly, it has opened a political opportunity for the current government, which is considering options, including a reservation scheme using a form of export licensing.
It's really about protecting Australia's energy security and protecting the future of our manufacturing sector. So this should be a bipartisan issue.
Critics of the gas lobby's suggested reservation say it won't take effect until the 2030s, which would do little to lower prices in the near term.
Applying it only to new projects would be too small and too slow to help with the problems that we've got today.
We need a gas reservation, we need it now, and we need to apply from day one.
The government is finalising its 2035 emissions target, and gas is set to be a key part of the transition, whether voters like it or not. The challenge for the government is preserving Australia's reputation as a destination for foreign capital, while getting energy costs down and avoiding political backlash.
It's one thing we won't contemplate is ripping up existing contracts, creating sovereign risk, engaging in behaviours which would see Australia as an unreliable supplier. We won't be doing that.